Game 5! We're down to the wire here in our final regular season match. Most implications we ever had at the end of a week like this. At the end of week 10, usually it's kind of like, okay, well, like, the most serious, like the one we had previously, where it's nothing matters, woo, it's fun, it's crazy, but this one is serious.
The final one matters a lot, and it's even better than Raven versus Tempest years ago.
That was, yeah.
And Raven won.
Yeah. Well, they won, like, one map, which meant that, like, that Tempest couldn't go to, directly to, I think at the time, Sweden, for mid-season brawl.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's been a time, but 2-2 tied. Final one decide to everything to dodge that crucible spot. I actually thought when OJ tossed his teammate, that was going to be a mistake to go to that crucible, but Supernova actually going super aggressive.
And no chat's being greedy.
Yeah, same Phoenix mistake from game 2 as well. Dragonshire against Diablo. We saw that moment happening over and over again. Maybe Phoenix is not the best pick for Supernova right now.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. No chat's trying to hold it together. It was weird to me to see in the hallway, as we will have Tomb. It was weird for me to see in the hallway where I saw the Supernova guys walking by and everyone was consoling No Chat, which is one of those things where you're the one who's played heroes for a long, long time, and everyone else is like rookies who tried to make it and then made it through the crucible, came in here, and now they're trying to avoid going back to where they were before. And it's No Chat who's the one who like needs consoling, and I think it's understandable given how that last game went. But we're going to game 5 now. Let's see what ends up being open for Tomb.
This map, I think they should be thinking about the Maiev fan a little more. Oh, there's that Phoenix fan.
That's so funny.
No Chat. You do not get to pick that Phoenix, and you're on you're on Supernova. So no more mistakes can happen.
Well, Feliz a little bit thrown off by this, it looks like.
Oh, Genji Maiev.
First pick Maiev is really strong here. I think they want the Garrosh rotation, so.
We were joking about it, but Feliz loves to take Blaze Phoenix combo on this map, and that's also the real reason why we have that Phoenix band up there.
Yeah. This is probably going to be the Tyrande ban once again. Yep. And so that means that the trend has been to go Hanzo, but they'll actually steal the Garrosh away. This is pretty meta. This is very intelligent, but you wouldn't expect Supernova to make this play. Put the pressure on Haben to play this hero. When you look at his hero pool, Garrosh is second on the list. So his Muradin, 22 Muradin games, plus the one just before, so they make it 23.
But the win rate is actually a lot better compared to his Muradin.
Yeah, you can see that Feliz is a little bit stumped by this. They actually are forced to pick Muradin themselves earlier because that's also OJ's comfort.
Yeah, comfort, and you know that's going to be the ban very soon, so they kind of had to lock that Muradin in the first rotation before the ban phase.
They go back to the Junkrat pick. Junkrat can serve as a solo laner here. He may very well be a solo laner, but more importantly than that, we know No Chat is safe on Junkrat. He could split push on Junkrat safely, which he could not do on Phoenix. He had a great time on Volskaya doing just that. So they're going back to what worked so well for them earlier in the series.
And they don't want to ban a support because knowing that Supernova, if they ban a support here from Feliz, they will be choked out of the support pool. That's the reason why Supernova did not ban it out right after. Jaina ban. Okay. Due to this old hero.
That makes me feel like we're going to see Junkrat as a solo laner. Because it's less tanky. They're scared the burst might rip through their front line, or their back line rather, if there's no tank outside of the Garrosh. So Li Ming will probably be the final pick here, you have to think, right? It's not a great map for Li Ming, but a lot of the other DPSs are removed. Like, what will Dudu play other than Li Ming? I mean, there's Tychus.
I'm just trying to think if Dudu played anything unusual, like a Kel'Thuz, but I don't think Dudu was the one that played Kel'Thuz at all. Oh, Tutu.
Let's find out if we're going to see a traditional solo laner or not. It will be the Leoric with Alex Strasza. There's a timing to push around level 4 to kill a wall and sometimes get a fort with Alex Strasza and Dragon Queen. That's how Alex has played this before. And now the question is, what's that hero for Dudu?
Well, you can still go on that and go play Hanzo. We may be looking for Aimer's hero in this case.
Yeah.
Might have his banned.
Sergeant Hammer is not a bad option. You've got to be careful about Leoric, though, in this case. Thrall, again, the Thrall go back. It's been used to isolate no chat. It's such success on Towers of Doom because he was on the Phoenix, but against Junkrat, it's a little bit more tricky, I think, to pull that off.
I think that was the choice to go with the hero pool that they had. So no crazy changes other than, of course, Garrosh moving away to Supernova once again, just like game number 1. And Evan did play a lot of Garrosh, but stealing that away, more than locked in for OJ. He's got to be careful, even though it's Spider, because he may be tossed in right after his own toss.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, winner goes to playoffs, avoids the Crucible. Only one walks out of here victorious in this final match of regular season, which has been so phenomenal. Couldn't have asked for a better series. It's tense to see everything come down to the wire like this for a squad, Supernova, that almost, they're one win away from making history, being that squad that stays in after Crucible, avoids Crucible, maintains 2 seasons without touching the Crucible. Feliz did that, but not through their own merit, but through mighty disbanding. It's very, you know, surreal that we've gone full circle here. When Supernova joined at the beginning, we were saying this is the team that has the potential to go all the way. Like, this team is so coordinated. As long as they work out some small mechanical errors, like they've got good macro understanding. And yet, at the end of it, they only won 1 series. And they'll have to win a second one to prevent themselves from going to Crucible. And you know, our predictions as to where they would advance to, where they would learn, what they'd gain from the season was, we thought we'd see a beautiful flower at the end, but I don't think the blossom is in bloom yet for this squad.
We'll see with that 4-man rotation. Supernova, they have a lot of kill potentials because they maintain that Garrosh. But Feliz, instead of rotating, following their rotation, which could actually lead them into their own mistake, they'd rather go for the camp control, and knowing that Supernova goes to the bottom, 6 o'clock, and does the exact same thing.
Wave clear on both of these squads is, you know, fairly weak, so we're not seeing massive advantages there. Kirisaku has actually rotated mid a few times to help clear that, so that's why they have a slight wave clear advantage. One of the reasons why they're able to take that neutral camp and bot, like you mentioned, is he rotates down even bottom now. Close call for Hanaten.
Well, Irel always has to sustain, even with the nerfs. Not too much, but only with the mana cost. Aimer got the agility now, has to be away. But he's just soaking in the top lane, getting the EXP, so not much done. But this early one actually does nothing with this camp. And Supernova, on the other hand, they will get their own. They will just get some time to actually have some turn-in, but that's not enough to actually summon your Web Weavers. And Supernova does the other way, where we go for that late camp control time. And by that time, they will have a lot better chance to actually summon the Web Weavers. Still 15 away.
Yep, same gem total, but gems carried much higher for Supernova. No turn-ins yet. Both teams are playing very timidly.
Yeah, it comes down to the final single game.
Yeah. Okay, OJ is eating a lot of damage, but for good reason here. Setting up for this massive root. Hanaten knocks them away. This is going to help clear this. It's actually really well played by Haven.
Yeah, good throw by Haven. That was going to be some impact with the hammer. Still not enough for both teams. Need an extra wave.
Supernova still controls his wave clear, man. It's crazy to see how much pushing power this team has. I mean, it's not the greatest wave clear team, but it's decent.
Yeah, good Junkrat. It's actually pretty good. Groundbreaker does not connect onto Dutu.
Yeah, if that hits, that's probably a dead thrall.
Maybe. But OJ was actually soaking in some damage in the middle. So that's good teamwork there by keeping your teammate alive. That's what tanks do all the time. Now both Team D have enough. Let's see the positioning.
Important to note that you got the explosive arrow for Hanzo, so the boss take is not as much of a threat as it would be if you went for the normal W build, the scatter arrow build. This is, I think, the proper choice for this map. Helps mitigate some of that wave clear problem they have.
Yes.
It's still something to remember. Hanzo will not be as potent at boss clear. He's still good, but not insane. Nice interrupt there.
You know when Rainer's all the way up there in the bush? Wait, hold on.
Dudu. Okay, to eat some damage, but they do get away. It looks like it's going to be first web weavers for Feliz, although, as I say, Bentham gets that Q off. Aimer. Caught. Eating that damage.
Indomitable on cooldown.
Yes. Okay, here's the toss into OJ, but he's got Dwarf Toss, no follow-up stun. But they need someone else turning in. That's only one turn in. There's actually a window where Feliz could deny. And Aimer gets it first!
Aimer was holding it 20, right?
10, I think.
10, okay, he was just enough. Just a little faster because Leoric was forced away by Dedyrel. Nice zoning control.
They should have turned in with someone else. I think someone else had enough. I think it might have been Haben. I'd have to go back and check, but that was not enough for their turn in. And then they got interrupted after the first turn in. Small mistakes, and we were talking like the smallest of small mistakes, but that's what cost the first web weaver, which can sometimes mean that you lose 10. That's a big issue here for Supernova. Well, he's going to take a nice chunk of advantages with this one. First of which will be 3 walls down and the level 10 advantage.
It's not as bad. They have Junkrat. Leoric wave clear is not that bad either. Same with Irel. Oh, there's a toss, but okay, another toss from Muradin. Well, we can't keep our eyes off any second in this game.
Yeah, the only thing that could have been a follow-up was the concussive mine. They need to be setting up, prepping concussive mines if they want this to be the kill onto OJ when they toss him. Otherwise, he will just dwarf toss away. There's no other interrupts. The mine is placed well now, but it's too late. So that's the wall down. But because Feliz is actually grouped up 4 in mid, they missed a little bit of soak. Supernova, on the other hand, has had Leoric bot this entire time. And Bentham rotating up, so they barely have an experience like Feliz, which is shocking. Normally you're looking for about half of 9 right now.
To the phrase, so no chat is safe. That's why that Garrosh pick is actually really painful. And Supernova, they maintain control. They only 2 gems away from turning in. Level's actually pretty same, even though they got a lot more walls down for Feliz side. Yeah.
Ooh, Bantham's in trouble, covered by the UI, but he is dead. Man, our observer today is just keeping the gruesome details out, huh? Dudu just barely misses that heal, actually walks out of the circle. What am I saying? That's Alex Ross on the other side. He survives. Getting too hyped here, okay.
But after Unstoppable, you're not unstoppable anymore, and they have 10. Tries to throw in OJ for that Wet Weaver spawn. Onto No Chat as well.
And this is going to completely nullify Supernova's Web Weavers. They lost 3 members during their Web Weaver push.
And also a lot of their gems. Close to 20, low 20s on their gems. Well, Wolf, what do we have right now?
Well, I mean, Supernova is playing nervous. For the entire season, they never played like this because there was not a lot to lose. I think there was always this illusion of safety. You know, Gluck was having a terrible season. Feliz was having a worse season than Supernova, so you always felt like, I'm in, I'm fine. But they never were able to take a second series, so now this is tense moment. It all comes down to this one map.
Hanzo first pick for Aimer, and Duda actually switching over to Thrall. has been working a lot better, that switch, because it used to be the other way around.
Yes.
As Dudu's a lot more experienced, so as a throw, he can actually escape just in time. Aimer having some nice shots today.
Yeah. He chose that name for a reason, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Now Feliz can look for another turn-in. They have 79 gems carried at the moment, which is terrifying. They don't need to force it, though, because as long as Supernova doesn't have a turn-in themselves, they can play passive, they can take camps, and just kind of soak for those advantages. Remember, they have a slightly worse wave clear than Supernova, so it's always going to be tough to get into position to even attempt to turn in. Kurisaka drops in 28th. Nice for Supernova. Looks like they're going to get all of these turned in. OJ with a slightly late jump in. Turn in attempt for Dudu. They're trying to force a fight here. They don't have 13, but they've got this camp, so this is actually the time they want. Very, very tense here. Haben does eat that root, but he's going to be okay.
At the bottom, the Oryx forced out, so they get their chance to actually turn in 30 plus 21. That's 51.
Yeah, 4 away now. All right, the healing circle's already been used. Entomb here. I don't know if that's where you want it, but that's a nice follow-up groundbreaker. Dudu survives through all this. Alexstrasza has to use her heroic here. Haben, very, very low. Caught. Riptire here. Emergency Riptire. Well, the fight is already won for Feliz. That's a second kill there onto Haben. Alex pops the Dragon Queen, but it's too late, and this is going to be another turn-in.
Yeah,
this one's going to get forts.
What they want to do is actually start the camp first, and then get the turn-in because they have all this time. Might as well go for the boss, but I think that could have been actually taking a lot of time. So
yeah.
Go for the camp first, and then go for the Wet Weaver. Perfect.
It's these small things. You know, if Aimer had taken the scatter build, maybe they go for the boss here. But because he doesn't,
yes.
It's like that small difference is just a little bit too much, probably. But I think, as you can see here, the explosive arrow actually makes such a big difference in wave clear. And they will easily get the mid fort. Top and bottom, it's a little bit less compelling of an argument. As you can see here, this one's already taken out.
And we can see from Kurisaka opening up with the Entomb. Nice trap on the throw. He used the target, but they were a little bit away from the range where they could actually have the perfect follow-up. Took time, and Throw in the other case can just break that ground.
Dude, Dudu is just so good at getting his heals off. When he gets entombed, he doesn't try to run into the wall like a lot of thralls do when they panic. He actually just starts fighting and starts throwing out his abilities to get those heals off to survive. When you've got Deckard behind you there too, you live for so long. So 2 forts down now, and with these Siege Giants, this is going to be a keep wall. Very likely. This is going to push Feliz closer to 16. They've still got a lot of gems carried. They could go for a back-to-back turn in here. Gusset Mine, not the right angle. Hanaten gets taunted, though. He's going to go down. Exploded here by that Riptire.
I think Ardent Defender was actually interrupted. Or was on cooldown.
Yeah, maybe right before.
It can't be interrupted, of course. Because it's on a long cooldown, 120, I believe.
Yes. So this is going to prevent the back-to-back turn-in for Feliz. Supernova should be able to turn this in now. So that was a really nice pick. Very quick reaction from No Chat to just realize, okay, if I use Riptire here, we kill it no matter what. Arrow misses, so Kurisaka will get the turn in.
Okay. Still, they managed to push all the way into the keep wall. Plus, they're closer to 16, even though they have what we were pushed Supernova. They should be careful because Feliz is about to hit 16, and that's when the power spike for Hanzo comes in.
Yeah, I'm really feeling like Supernova can turn this game around now if they play carefully. No Chat is split pushing as Junkrat. That's what he's been doing the best this series. Safe this time, not the Phoenix split pushing we've been seeing. Like, he jumps back in. It's going now mid. So they actually could get 2 forts with this. And that would catch them up in experience, catch them up to 16. Okay, OJ looking for a hard engage here. Arrow comes in, hits a triple. Oh, the Sundering, but it knocks him out of the root. It knocks Bentham out of the root, but there's a sleep. It's CC after CC, and Bentham is going to be the first to go down. They want more. OJ pops the Avatar. He's caught here in the Entomb. Well, they're going to turn this around. Dragon Queen is way too late, probably on cooldown. Haven is caught once again. He's getting those heals, though. He's living. 32 armor. They get the trading kill onto Hirel, who once again cannot pop Ardent Defender. OJ has to jump out. But this Web Weaver push still got 2 forts, because this fight actually didn't allow them to clean that top up. In fact, Dudu's going to die. It's a fight that was won by Feliz, but they chased too long. They got too greedy. And when you're away from the Web Weaver fighting like this, then this happens.
They opened up, well, forced opened up by Garrosh. OJ actually tossed in, trying to stonebolt onto Alexstrasza, and then try to focus on that fight. They actually had a really nice setup, getting the Rainer first, but post that moment, they got greedy and lost Hirel. Starting from that point on, Supernova had the control. Now, look at that level. Even with the force down where we were, they got the boss when there's a Hanzo on to the other side. So this is the best possible comeback right now for Supernova.
Yeah, notice Garrosh's positioning too. Feliz cannot turn in during this. So, I mean, the wall was destroyed by the Web Weaver. This boss is going to kill the keep. There's nothing Feliz can do about that. I think what Feliz should look to do is stop this rotation and get a kill while they're trying to come up to the top lane. Supernova plays it safe, so they just have to come up here instead and start working on this boss. If Supernova doesn't come here, though, if they just let the boss go to its own devices, I don't think it'll get the keep. A little bit surprised, because Supernova doesn't have any other objectives on the map. They're choking hard with this. Like, this could have been a keep for sure. But instead, they're getting caps, and they don't have a turn-in.
I think they want to pressure the other lanes and buy some time because all the waves are really pushed towards the Feliz, and they can't really soak too much. There's nothing else you can do on your side. They want to be a little passive, safe in this case. Dwarf launch from Muradin. It's going to put a lot more pressure into the back line. He can just toss himself in.
Nice scatter arrow check there. Make sure they're not going to get bamboozled. Having to clear those camps is annoying, but imagine what it would have been like if they had a top keep controlled. That's like a permanent camp going down the lane.
Yes. If they had a lot of gems, it made sense to go to camp, so they can buy this amount of time to get all the turn-ins.
Yeah, and they still don't have enough.
Yes. Because all the waves were pushed towards Feliz's side.
You're exactly right.
You just need a couple more when Feliz is holding in 96.
I'm just scared that because of the same problem, they're still behind in experience after getting a boss. Like, this shouldn't be how it is. But it do, or whatever that quote is. But Supernova can try to force a fight here before 20.
Yeah, going back to your point, one of the reasons I think Dragon Queen was on cooldown. Maybe that is the only one. Oh, no, chat. Okay,
oh, no.
Okay, okay,
he's so lucky, but here's the Sundering. How long is it going to be lucky for? Dragon Queen has popped, the sleep comes through, but so many heals. Haven survives. He's actually still alive, miraculously, with that armor. Entomb onto Liu, but there's no follow-up damage. Ote and Hanan have the zoning.
Cleansing Flame. Alex actually turns around. He wants to focus. There's the Riptire.
This could be game-winning for Supernova here if they're able to win this fight. It's just not enough. It's not enough. They finally will get that turn-in, though. Ooh, that was intense.
They got just enough. No chat, I think the 2. Scatter does not hit. That's going to be what we return in.
Yeah, they should be careful, Feliz, about fighting this. If they get wiped here, the Web Weavers will end this game. OJ's dead! OJ's dead! But they get Bentham! There's no Dragon Queen anymore! Supernova may have overextended here to force this turn in. Haven's caught. He's rooted. No, he gets out. He avoids it. They have to retreat. They have to retreat, and the entire Web Weaver push is nullified now. It's not going to do much. Entomb here is big, but it's going to be suicidal here for Kirisaku. Haven caught by the arrow. Cooldown's over for that. And that's the wipe that stops this Web Weaver push from being effective.
I think that actually just secures the deal for Feliz. Even the actual moment when OJ dropped 42, I thought, okay, this game is going crazy. Supernova may have a chance to come in. But they overextend, and Leori actually dives in with that Entomb. I don't know what that was about. Reina was not there without the Riptire. Maybe with the Riptire, it was possible to get extra kills.
They get 20 from this now, too. No, this game is not over, because the Web Weavers were pushing. They save all their keeps. But Supernova is in a position they should not have been in. 1 minute to go on this boss, so that's not an opportunity. It's just going to be a push here. They will have the Dragon Queen. They do not now, but they will have the Dragon Queen if a core call is made. They will have 20, very likely. It's all the waves pushing towards them. So these are things that we need to keep in mind, but they need to make sure they don't get caught like this. Look at where they are on the map.
Oh, no Jet has Ripper Air.
Well, he just used it. Oh, he's lucky they don't see him. He's very lucky they don't see him, but he's not going to be here. He's going to be in the Hall of Storms. That was almost Supernova going to Crucible, taking the neutral camp. Oh my god.
So close. As they made a really... Feliz is making quicker calls every single game. And Supernova the opposite. Late calls, sometimes the wrong calls.
Okay, Kirisaku's looking for an Entomb. Okay. He has to cancel this engage.
He wants to wait for that 20. The silence is the biggest tool for them.
Yeah, wave clear, Riptire here.
Yes.
Not really going to be doing much of anything. 70 seconds, so that's back up. Dragon Queen should be up in just a few seconds, if not up already.
It's not the top and the bottom keep, so this one actually is okay, as long as their core is okay. Having 100%. So they can just give this one up and look for that level 20 after, and then fight right next to it. And Feliz, are they going? Okay.
No, they're gonna try to get. They're gonna try to get a second keep. They're gonna push top and look for that. But that gives 20 to Supernova. Look at this wave though. This actually certainly could lead to a keep. Remember, Bolt is not on cooldown. Bolt is available for Dudu to set up a flanking engage. You can bolt right over that wall.
Well, the bottom wave is coming, so they can soak for 20 before they actually go into the keep. So this keep will be safe.
Yeah, this keep should be safe. I think this might have been a slight mistake for Feliz. But making the core call would have cost them the game. They wait for another opportunity here.
Crash Lightning one stack away.
Yep. Well, it's going to be huge when he does get it. It's crazy to see how much he's been able to do without it. Boss is up. Habin's checking. Okay. So is OJ.
Even though Feliz has 50, they can have 50 turned in. The waves are all the way into Supernova's side, so it's gonna take a lot for them to actually have the extra gems that they need.
The mid,
Supernova too.
The mid is not actually. Oh, hold that thought. Okay, Alex is the one they want. He gets away. Nice toss.
No play of the game. It is the bullseye once again.
Yes. So the mid lane here is the worst lane for Vision, but they are pushing it now with this Nightcap. That's going to put some of the pressure away from this keep, so they're going to look for a safe keep. Not going to be a hard engage. They have the Sundering for disengage. Crash Lightning finishes now at 21 minutes.
The keep, it will be nice, but all they need to do is pick a few more gems. I think that's all they need for the extra Weaver Summon. Maybe push for that boss control, which is very risky. Supernova should know that.
Yeah, but they've got so many tools. They've got Sundering and Stay a While and Listen. If they fake a boss, that could be so powerful. You could get the kill onto Habin, bullseye there and stunned. Everyone's dismounted. They're just playing with Vision here right now as they escort more and more of these mid pushes in. They're 3 away from a turn-in.
This is super close.
Oh, that was scary.
They do get the turn-in, but still need 3 more. Supernova not even close, 32 away.
Yeah, for Supernova, this is actually riskier play.
I would say for boss, Supernova actually has a silence on that Entomb, so that's a scary thing.
Yes, that is true.
And the Sunder too. So
and the taunt.
Yeah, so neither team wants to go for that boss risky.
It's about controlling the approach. If both teams slam onto the boss, I think it's, it's anyone's game to take. And not an OJ getting caught here. Perfect Stormbolt keeps them alive, prevents Supernova from collapsing on them, trapping them. Scatter again, just going to dismount everyone.
Yeah, this middle catapult will not be too much of a pressure.
Okay, Dudu down here.
Yeah, sneaky roll here. Because he got the Crash Lightning stacks done.
It would have been more ideal, I think, to have Hanzo down there. Don't know if the bullseye was really the right option.
Well, I think he wants to, not enough gems anyhow, but maybe just stop those turned in.
Well, just stop Kirisaku there and gets that stun. Supernova is really flanking here, but look, not everyone's on the same page. Look at Bentham. Bentham's on another planet right now in terms of distance between him and Habin, so they cannot be doing this.
Yeah, they can't make
Hanatan's looking for the sneak.
He's got that 3. He's got that 3.
The bot push is actually pretty significant too, because it's going to eventually start wearing on that keep.
They can't fake it and go for the boss. Hanzo is fast, but with the 4 talents, not on the scatter, it's not possible.
Supernova's catching up in gems, but they still won't have an easy turn.
Is this the time?
Oh my god, I think
they're
it is.
Coming.
They actually
just walk now. That's going to be a turn in.
It is. They just didn't track him. Huge mistake here from Supernova. They lost control of vision for 1 second. They did not check. They did not double check. They were so diligent before this. The mid web weavers go directly to the core. Bot will kill the keep, and top is going to have a slow, long push bot. Maybe super relevant if no one dies, but in the otherwise will be irrelevant.
Let's see how Feliz wants to use these web weavers. Double keep as possible, just getting 1 and forcing top first and then the bottom one, and then maybe going for the boss right after is also another option.
If they wanted to do that, I think they would have had to group bottom, let the top naturally push and then do it, but they did it the opposite way.
Are they going for core?
I think they want to core call this.
There's a chance, but that's risky.
They're threatening the core call. They're going to head top. There's no wall. So they're threatening core to push Supernova in the wrong direction to get the free push here. I like how they're doing it. Wedging themselves between these 2 places, as long as they are safe about it. Okay. Easy keep.
And then walk away for boss. I think that can be a right call, but actually baiting for the boss could actually be a better one.
I think that's what they're going to do. Kirisaku wants this to be the Silence Entomb. He chickens out at the end.
Nope. Irel?
This isn't what they wanted. This is not what they wanted. Now the boss seems even more likely. Actually, catapults are on the core.
Panic moments are here for Supernova.
Yeah, Supernova needs
One chance.
Yeah, Supernova really needs to fight this correctly.
Hanzo's not here, so that's not going to be a core call. They actually want to go safely in this case.
Okay, but they're making the rotation over the boss. Entomb, 28 seconds.
4 more gems for Supernova.
Yeah, they can't even turn in.
They have the wave and the poke, but no buried alive. It's coming back in 20. So, making sure Kirisaku checks just for that boss. Okay, they're not doing boss. Where are they? There's a Hanzo arrow.
Hanzo arrow.
Okay, dodged by that mine. Nicely done by No Chat. That was a close one.
That would have probably been game. They're just trying to grind Supernova out of the game, just playing safe.
Yeah.
They're trying to win this game through catapults, not through team fights.
No arrows for Feliz. They might need to wait out. Toss into OJ. Silence! No toss, no avatar.
Oh, and he's killed by the Riptire! Huge opportunity now for Supernova. Hanan, where is he? Why is he there? He's on the wrong side of the map. He's going to buy some time for that death timer. Cleansing Flame is wasted here as well. Does he have the jump over? He does. He's going for the core here.
He's not going to survive. He's just buying time.
Yes, he's buying time for OJ. Those are long cooldowns. Webweaver's now going to be against Feliz.
Yeah, Webweaver boss, and that's going to be a core call for Supernova. I think Supernova has just done it.
I think they have. How can you lose from here? You have a boss, you have Webweavers.
And the top keeps 50% health.
Yes.
26 minutes into the game.
I think
that's
Feliz has to 3v5 somehow. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. They could try to backdoor.
Well, Ero will be back by the time, very close. OJ will be certainly back, but without Ero.
Okay, they're going to try to buy time and force Supernova to defend this massive push with double Nightcap. Ooh, they're hesitating.
Yeah, they're hesitating. They don't know what to do exactly. They don't have Hanzo around here.
So a lot of hesitation.
I thought they were going to race for core, maybe force a heart back home.
They still could. They still could.
But they don't have the guts to do it right now. They don't have all the members there.
The boss and this, the Webweavers in top lane are desynced because of the wave. Okay, they're looking like they want a backdoor. This could just be a race, straight up. Urel can buy some time.
With Thrall, they actually have a lot of siege damage.
Yes.
Okay, Junkrat does come with that 16. He has a lot of wave clear potential.
Here's the arrow! The arrow's coming out. It's going to buy them a lot of time. They want to win this right now. Arrow does connect, drawing them away.
Here's the race.
The race is on. Oh, Supernova is losing it super hard. They're not even on the core yet. Feliz is going to win this with a backdoor. They are going to avoid Crucible. They will take their second win of the season, and they are so happy. Look at him jumping out of the chair. They made the core call, and they are going to win this series. They've won themselves a ticket to 2019 HGC, and it's not over yet for this team. They've got one shot at the playoffs. They might be able to go to BlizzCon.
Final call that they needed to make for Feliz. If they want to defend, there was no way of defending that at all. So let's just make a different call. Go for the race, because the middle keep it down was the right call to go. Even though they hesitated, they made the right call.